Okay. Greetings, everyone. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad that you are here. We're going to be playing some Magic the Gathering Arena today, as always. These are some of the highlights from our stream, and I really hope you enjoy the games. If you do really enjoy the program, please don't forget to leave a like and subscription. It really, really helps the channel. So without further ado, let's get to the games. So. Oh my gosh, you guys knew what I meant. Darn it. How would I even know that? If I was intending something more rude, how would I even know? Oh my gosh. When you play Baloth and Ferox, that's probably true. Uh-oh, Youthful Valkyrie. Alright. Siege Veteran. Come on down. Sure. Counters. I mean, it's got to be fight rigging, right? Yes. And we get, yeah, just another fight rigging is fine, I suppose. Counters, counters. Another fight rigging. This is not ideal, but I guess we'll go with the Conclave Mentor. And crash in for 8. Our opponent obviously not going to block with their best card. By the color of their cards, by the contents of their decks. That's right. Oh my gosh! Alright, I know exactly how I'm judging this opponent for the record. The Angel decks, they're getting me good. All right, fight rigging. What do we find? Settle the Wreckage? No. That was less than ideal. Sure, sure, sure. All right. I have the setting on to not to not auto order my triggers. I don't know why it auto ordered them. Did I turn that back on? No, auto order is still off. Lyra Dawnbringer shows up. Fantastic. All right, well. Counters. 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 Crash in for 8 and 16. Yep, opponent going to gain 7 life, but lose 8. They get to gain another angel. So fortunately, we took 1 life away, but then they gain more life because of Righteous Valkyrie. Oh my gosh. Okay. Aha! Yes! Yes! Get them out! Get them all out! All right, well, Siege Veteran. Siege Veteran. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Swinging for a casual 42. Opponent drops to 14. Shalai Voice of Plenty gains 4. Sarah Paragon gets back Speaker of Heavens. Titan of Industry is too expensive! Alright, well, you know. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. The deal is, I think we are just dead here, right? No, they do have to block 3, actually. So, they can only attack with just the 2. Power. And attacking with Righteous Valkyrie would mean, obviously, having a bunch back. You know, a bunch of damage on the crackback, right? Vastwood Nexus. All right, not gonna lie. I do at least approve of what they're trying to accomplish here. But holy cow, folks, that was a wild one. I really cannot say I have that much confidence in it. It is powerful, no doubt. And it's got to be in the top 5, right? Probably in the top 3. But I would not say I think it's a slam dunk, right? So is it the double strike then? Probably the 3/3 double strike. Is that better since our opponent's on green? Then next turn we go 2-drop, 2-drop anyway. All right. All right. Combat Thresher. Come on down, draw a card. Okay. I mean, I'm certain that's true, Casual Suspect. God Pharaoh's quite impressive as well. And there's the... What about the flip one? Where it's just like draw 2 or whatever. Oh, Bard class? Oh, golly. Well, that's scary. Sure. So combat Thresher. Get in there. And deal some damage. Then I guess it's Charming Prince. Exile a Combat Thresher. Bring it back. And I think just the Autonomous Assembler has got to be better, right? Although we can get a 6/6 next turn just from the Rootwire Amalgam. No, this is fine. This is fine. Let's just do it. All right. Draw another card. Don't mind if I do. Yes. Sign me up. Bazoo, glad you made it. Good to see ya. Unoriginal one, glad you are here. How was your day, Healbot? Urza is powerful if you're not dead. I mean, that's fair. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. The Arisen, thank you. It's all an opinion. Is there no definitive way of comparing those abilities? I mean, all the abilities are going to be, you know, subjective, you know, and in context of a game situation, but Urza, Academy, Headmaster, best Planeswalker ever made. All right, fair enough. Well, here's Clothis. Well, combat. All right, all of it. And Rootwire Amalgam. Come on down. Fabio, glad you made it. Good to see ya. The Dragon God emblem because they lose the game. I mean, I guess, sure. It's Davriel. I mean, I could get behind that. Well, that was rude. Opponent of Braids. Then Halana and Elena. Combat, get in there. Yeah, opponent has to block the Combat Thresher, otherwise they die. Yeah. So let's get rid of Halana and Elena. Pump the Autonomous Assembler. Opponent drops to 2. Then goes up to 4. Are we gonna get swept here? If they have Anger of the Gods or Sweltering Suns or Brother's End or something. Okay. All right. GG. I guess we gotta send it back. Uses here, dropping in that sub. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Let's send that one back. 3 months. Appreciate you. Thank you, my friend. Another black deck. Please tell me it's not more sweepers. Please. Please. Island. That is ominous. Siege Veteran. Counter onto the Siege Veteran. And an island comes down. Mr. Sparkle, 6 cards in hand, passes the turn. Put a counter onto the Siege Veteran. And attack. Damage. Dealt. We're going to go ahead and not cast a spell here. They're definitely very conspicuously leaving up blue, 1. Okay, so it's Sea Dasher Octopus, eh? Inconvenient. Hattie, good to see you, my friend. How's life been treating you? Hattie Vaniak, fellow streaming buddy. So far, Hattie, we have been on the receiving end of the disciplinary stick. It has been unfortunate indeed. But alas, you know, sometimes you're the lawnmower, other times you're the grass. Dreamtail Heron connects and draws a card. We will go ahead and draw a card as well. All right. Well, Hardened Scales. Don't mind if I do. Siege Veteran. Put the counters on itself. Siege Veteran crash in for 6. Pass the turn. E-Money Bless. Glad you made it. Ciao. How are you this fine day? E-Money Bless. All right. Fair enough, Casual Suspect. We can do that. Went 1 and 9 before giving up. Hey, we have those days, and that is the unfortunate reality sometimes. Ooh, brutal. All right. Stinks, but it is what it is. Gotta get rid of that mutate pile. That was a really suspicious lose a Siege Veteran. I'm surprised they weren't playing around Wandering Emperor, considering it also puts counters out, right? It was in this list for a really long time as well. Ended up getting cut. Still not certain that was right. Counters onto the Llanowar Elves. Crash in. More counters onto the Llanowar Elves. Connect. Opponent drops to 5. What do you say? E-Money Bless, believe it or not, it does happen. It does happen. And making content on those days where I'm having a bad day can be quite challenging, honestly. Because, you know, you don't want to be a downer. That's yuck. Oh my goodness. So Dirgebad has to kill the Llanowar Elves, thankfully. Oh, hey, that's actually a really, really good one. So counters, counters, combat. Our opponent has to block. Okay, that's pretty good. So you definitely have to try and find your good attitude vibes and put those on, you know? Your proverbial big boy pants. Got him! GG, opponent, GG. There's any number of things that can happen, right? Well, another black deck. Why does the client think that this deck is supposed to be up against black decks, folks? Fatal Push, you got me. And Luminarch Aspirant. Do the thing. Sure. And do we just go for fight rigging here? Or like Conclave Mentor? Let's play around the soft counter, I guess. And go with Conclave Mentor. Because they could have Dwari Disruption. They're already playing Malakir Mire, so it doesn't seem outside their own possibilities. Opponent trying to get greedy with the Murderous Rider. Let's just put counters onto our Conclave Mentor first. Feels good, man. Feels good. Emery, Lurker of the Lock, Bins, Goring Warplow, Invoke Despair, and another Murderous Rider. All right, well, enters tapped. Fight rigging. Fight rigging gets Zetalpa. Okay, we don't quite have enough counters yet, but we're not far off. I would not mind having Zetalpa Primal Hunger, folks. I would not mind it at all. Folks, 5 of our 6 matches with this deck have been against black decks. This is not standard. That's... Wow. Invoke would be awful here. I agree with that. Aw, thanks, Tomei. So no. Very kind of you, Money Bless. 6 damage right on the noggin. They elect to keep the Emery around. Presumably because of the Goring Warplow. Vesuvan Duplimancy. Oh. All right. Oh, darn it. Hopefully it comes together. Hardened Scales. Oh my goodness. For real? Amara. Uh-oh. We don't have ready access to trample. So that much is not ideal. Luminarch Aspirant. Become a 3/3. Adeline. Pass. Okay. So land. Fight rigging. Hideaway. I guess another fight rigging is fine. Cast another fight rigging. Fight rigging. Yes. Okay. No attacks yet. Casual Suspect plays a Plains. Valorous Stance? No! Alright, fine. Damage. You got us. Another fight rigging? Good lord. Alright, well, Conclave Mentor. Come on down. Counters. Zetalpas. Great Henges. Combat and pass. Casual suspect. Anointed procession. Okay, that's terrifying. All right. Well, we're gonna gain some life. Karn's Bastion. Is this foreign tap? It is foreign tap. Let's actually just go this way. Fight rigging. Just in case we end up with more mana somehow. All right, fine. Hardened Scales. So, fight rigging, fight rigging, fight rigging. Hardened Scales. And Zetalpa? GG? Sure. Super awkward. The fact that we have these two, but we do have Hardened Scales, we do have Llanowar Elves, we have a lot of Luminarch Aspirants, Siege Veterans, and Fight Riggings, so we can be throwing counters around very easily, but, you know. Exactly, that very yellow guy, and that's a huge question mark, because, you know, they would also need to, it's not, because it's not just one of them. Like, the caloric intake, when you eat the size of a tree or something every day, okay, but there's so many of your species that it's like, you know, crazy. Wow, Boseiju? I'm not actually sure we're upset about that. I think we're actually kind of fine. I mean, we would rather have it because it is important to our list, but the fact that they're taking the whole turn off to do it, they ramp us. We're now only one turn away from Vorinclex as long as the Llanowar Elf survives. I mean, I think that's just fine. Werewolf Pack Leader comes down. All right, well, you got me. Sure. So, Vorinclex. Attack. Zombie Man just takes it on the chin, down to 10. Okay. Casual suspect, good to see ya. Thank you, Casual Suspect. I appreciate that. I have no idea why my deck wouldn't do that in the normal queue, but, you know. I appreciate that you let it do its thing against you, you know? Zombie Man goes with Tovolar, Dire Overlord, and crashes in. Wow, that's brave. All right, well, land. Siege Veteran. Come on down. Vorinclex. I think we would rather chump block to prevent them from drawing cards, because we can kill the other one. Like, kill the Tovolar. Do the other thing, because, like, again, the most likely scenario there was chump blocking for 3 damage doesn't really make any sense. So they're probably gonna let it all through, which they did. Aha! Opponent lets themselves go with the Haship Oasis. All right, you got it. It puts us way ahead on tempo, right? And I think there are plenty of people who kind of don't understand how important that can be. When I'm casting 6 drops and you're casting 3 drops, that can matter. Now, it's sure, there are plenty of times when you're, you know, you do that and your opponent doesn't have a 6 drop, so it doesn't really mean anything. In those situations, like, yeah, man, you're happy about that. But what if they go 3 drop, 3 drop? So now instead of casting a 6 drop, I'm casting 2 3 drops, and then you cast a 3 drop. You know, I essentially got to, as far as developing the board goes, I got to take 2 turns to your 1. And again, just board development. But in a tempo or in a game plan like that, board development is important, right? Well, let's Siege Veteran, I guess. They already flunked us once, which feels bad, but it is what it is. Hey, feels good, Mama. All right. Snow-covered swamp makes it to the battlefield. You have another removal spell? Wouldn't be surprised. That's another black deck, folks. We have now faced a few other non-black decks, but you know, geez. Lots and lots of black mana. All right, they whiff almost entirely. Shambling Gas shows up. They do get to see our hand, which is, you know, that's not a whiff, right? Seeing your opponent's hand is very valuable. But can they interact? Ooh, interesting. So fight rigging, come on down. Get Avabruck Caretaker, don't mind if I do. Counters, counters. Avabruck Caretaker. No attacks yet. I think they might have Fatal Push over there, so we don't want them to be able to block and get Fatal Push. I think that would be unfortunate. So we are going to go ahead and Vastwood Fortification the Avabruck Caretaker. Oh, hey, don't mind if I do. Yes, please. Yeah. They already know about this. It's true they could have discard that could matter, but... you know? Yep. These things are fine. We're, not too broken up about this. I've got to be honest. This is, you know, we're pretty okay. Opponent does block. Does not block. Block. Take 11? What is the game plan over there? Okay, yeah, this makes more sense. I mean, having to confront a 15/15 hexproof is, you know, not an easy thing to do. But they could have Blood on the Snow, which I assume. So it's treasure token. You know, we're not too broken up about it because we did get the Great Henge down, which is great. So now we get to rebuild as soon as we draw another creature, and we are relatively creature heavy. Sure. Yeah. Sure. We lose 2 life, you draw a card. I mean, those things are fine. We're not broken up about that at all. So we're going to start here, draw another card. Put a counter on. Oh, Luminarch Aspirant? Don't mind if I do. Yes, please. Draw another card. Yep. Counters. Combat. Opponent somehow going to live at 1. All right. We do flip the Avabruck Caretaker back over, so the rest of our stuff no longer has hexproof. But, you know, all of our stuff is lethal, considering they're at 1 life. Opponent going to make us sacrifice an enchantment. All right. Was not expecting Extract the Truth. Our opponent does get a fight rigging out of this, which is very cool for their deck, I'm certain. Though they have 1 mana to answer 3 individually lethal threats, and fight rigging is not going to solve their issues. So indeed, that is going to be good game. Next turn, Forest Boseiju. Yes. We have Llanowar Elves, we have Conclave Mentor, we have Siege Veteran, and 3 lands. I can't really throw this back, so we're going to keep it. Was a problem before I met you? Should let Gaia bless the deck. The problem is then it's there's a do nothing card in your deck, right? And it doesn't help very many matchups. It's just mill. And that's questionable. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful about that. Too many do nothing cards will punish you. Oh, jeez. All right, I guess let's actually go with the untapped land here for the Conclave Mentor. I'm not thrilled about this, but considering our opponent appears to be doing like mono red style shenanigans, getting the Conclave Mentor down is very, very powerful, particularly if they want to go with a 2-drop creature. This can easily disrupt their game plan. But notably, they're going to want to kill it as soon as possible because it gains life when it dies. So they killed this, then our Siege Veteran gets to live. Oh no, but they had another 1 mana shock.
It's actually really tragic. That definitely disrupts our plans some. I think we've still got a siege veteran, though. Oh, thank heavens. They didn't have another 1-mana shock. Oh, my goodness. How many 30th anniversary boxes did I get before it sold out? It's hard to count. It's hard to count. There are whole civilizations that have never been able to count the number that I got. Particularly the Romans. Very, very advanced civilization for their time period. And the number of 30th anniversaries I got literally held back their development of math and science and stuff from reaching incredible heights. This very specific number. 0. It was 0. Yes. Taicho C. Glad you made it. Good to see you. I have no self-confidence. Yeah. Okay, popcorn. Crashes in, we drop to 17. All right. Vastwood Fortification is actually not terrible here. Temple Garden being our only untapped source, a green source, is kind of awkward. So I guess we're going to go like this. See what our opponent says about these things. But this is kind of a combat trick, is really nice. Got mail a few hours ago. Feels good. They did not actually sell out. They pulled the sale. Oh, wow. I did not know that, Ratchet. Like I say, I mean, I don't care. I'm still on the side of, if you want to buy it, go for it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to discourage you. Like, you live your life the way you want to live your life. You spend your money how you want to spend your money. It's not for me, though. That's for sure. You know, I'm not nosy enough to try and tell you how to live your life, but I made a very, very complicated mathematical equation in my head and thought, man, that is not worth it. All right, well, let's block here. Take 2, down to 14. Another Kessig Flame Breather shows up. And Wizard's Lightning? Indeed. All right, down to 13. Oh, hey, looky there, looky there. That is not bad at all. We get to activate the Bonders Enclave as well as make a 3/3. We will have to try and win the game at some point, so we've got to start turning our creatures sideways. But I do feel like we kind of had to dial back just a little bit so we don't die. Yeah, no, Ratchet. See, man, I just want to be able to draft beta. I think that would have been awesome. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, but drafting beta isn't very much fun. I don't really care. I just want to be able to do it, you know? That is an experience. That would have been a great way to celebrate the 30th anniversary. I'm bummed that I didn't get that chance. Yes! Siege Veteran. This is definitely a risky attack here because a land lets them activate the Den of the Bugbear, right? But if we don't try and end the game at some point, we're in a lot of trouble. And this does present lethal for next turn. So, you know. Imagine playing for fun. I mean, yeah, I guess. See, that's the thing, Ratchet. I am a collector. Like, I don't have a very expensive car, so this doesn't say anything. I've never owned a new car, right? But I have a collection that's worth a lot more than my car does, right? So how many games of paper do I play a year? I don't know, like, with not counting the conventions, because I've gone to quite a few conventions this year, but like outside of those, just games of Magic the Gathering for fun, I've probably played 20 games of Magic this entire year, right? So gotcha, Popcorn, gotcha. We're actually gonna keep this. The fact that we can't play the Llanowar Elves on curve kind of stinks. But oh hey, never mind. That's awesome. We're gonna do it this way because first of all, getting this down is kind of nice. But if we draw an untapped land, even if it's another forest, we can still fight rigging next turn and just develop the game plan. The fact that they're on the play with the Elvish Mystic is scary, but you know. Onyx Virus, I actually have one of my real good buddies who is a foreman in the oil industry and does like that traveling around stuff and makes, you know, kind of a lot of money. But, you know, I don't know. My kids are still at home. They're old now, but they're still at home. And I would have to give up streaming and stuff. It's tough. I've considered it though. Because that would be cool. Yeah, all right. Fight rigging. Yes, I am, Many on Tails. Good to see you, daughter unit. That's my eldest spawn there. I don't know the lawyer stuff, Ratchet, on reserve list. I don't know how any of that works, honestly. And like I say, it's I don't want to like sound combative or anything, because that's certainly not my intention, but I also don't really care, you know, because again, I don't make enough money to care about this stuff. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It's a great question. Non-offensive Twitch name. It's a great question. And it is possible we're supposed to, but we don't have that many smaller drops. So maybe it's just correct to maybe have just like 2 of these, maybe 2 buddy lands or something. The fact they're pretty unconditional is kind of nice because there are some times where you'll get like a hand like this. If we have like buddy land, Vastwood Thicket as our lands, we've still got to keep it, but it's still awkward, right? So I don't know. Endrace Forerunners is going to kill us, unfortunately. So fight rigging, can we find anything that will let us live? No, we are still very dead. Unfortunately. Apparently I stacked those in the exact wrong order. We were supposed to get the Hardened Scales first, but it really doesn't matter. Our opponent will have to forget that they can deploy a Endrace Forerunners here for us to have a shot. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's true, Many on Tails. It's very true. All right, everybody gets in. I mean, they're going to Collected Company here. And presumably they have a, you know, like I mean, we're gonna keep this. This is not like a legendary hand or anything, but it's fine. And Blossoming Sands. All right, looks like it's a little Selesnya v Selesnya action here. Forest, Jukai Naturalist. Interesting. Let's just go ahead and Vastwood Thicket tapped, so that next turn, no matter what we draw, we can kind of deploy our hand as much as we want, because we have all tapped lands, and however we want to go about it, you know? Well, and many oddtails. Like, I think you're kind of downplaying it, needlessly so, because you're still young, darn it. So if you know enough to get started, then you start learning about something, and you can end up learning a lot about it, right? But you have to have enough knowledge to get started. Oh, there you go. You got to start. All right, and can commune with spirits. Unfortunate. Ends up with the plains. You got it. Jukai Naturalist gonna crash in for 2. Okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and develop our mana base with Llanowar here. That way, next turn, we can just go Vorinclex if we want to. Alternatively, we could go like, you know, if we get, let's say, fight rigging off the top, maybe we might go fight rigging or Conclave Mentor fight rigging, or something could be advantageous. Touch of the Spirit Realm comes out of the hand, grows the Karma of Transcendence. All right, well, these things are unfortunate, but fine. Those aren't being used on our Vorinclexes and stuff, you know? We do have to eventually have something survive, though. Hey, Calf! Oh, my goodness. It has been. Good to see you again. Glad you made it. How has life been in the intervening times, Fake F? All right, so we're back on being able to cast Vorinclex soon, which is kind of nice. Two cards in hand. Goes the Spirited Companion. Going to draw another card. Put a counter onto the Kami of Transcendence. Yes. So, Luminarch Aspirants, Siege Veterans, Fight Riggings all would have been good, but no, they found another Touch of the Spirit Realm. Good lord. I mean, if we can't ever do anything, then we're probably not going to be able to win. You know? So that's unfortunate. Opponent allows it. Okay, well, I believe we need to Vorinclex here. No attacks, just hold on for dear life. Pray they eventually brick. They are on the all action, all the time draw. Another Circle of Confinement shows up. That only gets Llanowar Elves. But this does kind of stymie their attacks just a bit, which is good. Oh, they don't attack at all. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Oh boy, hey, look at there. Well, we are going to do this. And this. Counter shows up. We draw into Conclave Mentor. Counter going to go over here to hopefully protect us against the Kami of Transcendence as well. Land shows up. Gonna skip through combat? Maybe? Yes. Oh boy. All right. Well, Conclave Mentor. Thank heavens. Siege Veteran. So let's go something like this. Get in for 12. Our opponent could have Settle the Wreckage. They could have Wandering Emperor. Both of those would be pretty nasty here, but okay, they don't. They just take it right on the chin. Michiko's Reign of Truth is quite bad. Quite bad indeed. They have a Trampler. Wait, what? Oh no, they targeted their Touch the Spirit Realm. So a lot of the time people like to do that against mono red. And even just gaining a few life can sometimes be, you know, a solid plan, right? That said, it depends on the format. There's lots of different versions of mono red, right? So like depending on whether or not you've got Eidolon of the Great Revel to contend with, things like that. Format is alchemy. Great question. I would have to play some more games of alchemy because I don't actually know what mono red looks like there. I know there are those really sweet burn spells, so it's probably a solid choice, but I have not explored it enough to know for sure, right? Yeah, well, for sure. Uh-oh, Collected Company, did they get a combo? Sazri, did you get there? They did. Beshba Wings and Righteous Valkyrie, our opponent living the dream, goes up to 30. Oh yeah, please attack. I will block. Yes, I will block. Please. Oh, darn it. Oh well. The good thing, folks, is we do have Settle waiting to do its thing. Great Henge. That's actually a really good one. Yes. Holy crud. Trying to take our opponent off of that life gain threshold, but also just, you know, give ourselves a solid chance in the game. Oh my goodness, Vorinclex. Here we go, folks. Here we go. We're doing stuff now. No, Skyclave Apparition. Bummer. That's our... Oh, they just go for the big siege veteran? That's okay. We are not bummed at all by that. That's fine. Holy cow, that's fine. As a matter of fact, that could not be more fine. This is perfect, in fact. Very pleased. All right. Sazri, thinking about going to combat. And elects to go for 2. You got it. Well, Vorinclex, Monstrous Raider. Come on down, draw a card, get some counters. Got some counters, got some counters. 18. Opponent takes it right on the chin, down to 5. All right. Skyclave Apparition comes down. Gets fight rigging. That's kind of more what we were expecting, but I think the damage is already done, right? They're just, I mean, this is a trampler. You know, I mean, sure. All right, Sazri, you got it.